Genesis has rocked up. Have you guys discussed Kojima's return? Not yet. We're on this.
We're getting there. We've just started the Sony.
So I'm going to go for a quick urination. Adam's going to introduce the Sony.
I am going to introduce
Sony.
Sony, commonly regarded as the best conference. Did you manage to watch the best conference? Commonly regarded as the best conference ever.
Because I had to revise for a law and ethics exam.
It was regarded as the best conference ever because they didn't fuck around with talking.
They were just like, hey, boom, boom.
There was an intro of like an orchestra, which is irrelevant, but it was nice. Yeah, it was nice. I like it when they do it with Zelda, so whatever, it was good. And I was thinking it was going to be the Skyrim remaster again. And I thought,
mate, can you imagine if there's no orchestral Dragonborn?
Yeah, but...
Can you imagine that, though? Anyway.
This is all cool, but I just thought, I already know this exists, so I'm thinking, don't build up to that. Anyway,
Please don't.
Anyway, they didn't. They built up something else, which we'll get onto when Aaron comes back.
Yeah.
And something you'll like as well, definitely. You're both in the same mindset with this. Because you liked Foot Tonner.
The Foot Tonner?
Yeah, and this is just probably
just
more up your alley. Although you won't be able to play it, because it's on PlayStation.
We've got a PS4.
Yeah, alright, oh yeah.
We're a PS4 and a PC, and we've both got our own.
Right. So this is something
high spec PCs
that you should probably look forward to.
Yeah.
But the reason why it was so good, in my opinion, because I do think it's the best conference I've ever seen, is it had loads of great games, different things from some of the games that you already knew about. And, I mean, we'll discuss Call of Duty in a bit, but I actually thought, oh, Call of Duty looks good. And I haven't thought that for fucking since the third one, I think, or something. I just thought... And they didn't make a big deal out of it. They just went, here's this game. They didn't tell you what it was. I didn't know it was fucking Call of Duty.
We'll get
to it.
Right,
okay,
so it started with the orchestra, and then...
So what we'll do is we shall...
They showed the first game.
I'll put the first game on now, yes.
You need to see this.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes for the time being.
Can't breathe.
Can't breathe because you close your eyes.
Ariana's he's completely unaware of this conference. Well, maybe not completely, but...
Okay, open your eyes.
Oh.
It's Zelda on the PlayStation?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So then the orchestra came down, and then this came
The orchestra were building up for a good 5-10 minutes, actually. They were building up.
Okay.
And it sounded like a Skyrim type thing, but...
Vikings, yeah, okay, good.
So.
Yeah, I'm glad. Kid looks pissed off, good.
Is he a Viking? He's a Viking. He's a Viking.
Test. You taught you to hunt, yes?
Yes, sir.
Then show me what you know. I am hungry.
I want to do that.
Feed us.
If I ever had kids,
Wow.
I am hungry.
That's how I do
Feed me.
Yeah. Jasmine won't let me do this, though.
Oh, that'd be cool. That's the
I
point.
can't even take him to Blackburn.
Oh my God.
Not going to let me in Forest, is she?
I used to love being out in wilds as a kid.
I once found an old Victorian pond on my travels around the village I lived in.
Ooh. How did you know it was Victorian?
Because
There was a signpost.
Yeah, it's Victorian.
Oh,
No,
Victorian.
we just gathered because it was a look,
Thing.
the architecture looked around the right era. Oh, please don't get eaten by something, kid.
I mean, I was loving this straight away. I was like, brilliant. This is my kind of game. I can tell it's sort of linear. It's not going to be open world, I don't think.
Come on, get it, kid.
He's hunting, he's got an axe, and I was thinking like, it reminded me of Last of Us and things like that. And Tomb Raider, but I know I'm more interested in the story. It seems more human.
Paid a lot of attention to detail.
It was this trailer and the trailer later on that I realised what makes Sony games sell so well. And what that is the sound effects of footprints.
I mean, just the attention to detail. Yeah, looking, you can see that it's
That's
dragged.
why I think I thought of Last of Us as well. Because
It's just like, fucking
Everybody's
dickhead.
footprint in any of these Sony trailers that you watch during this is louder than anything going on in the background.
right.
And it's really weird because he just stood out to me. I'm like,
But if it works, if it makes you feel
it
like
does. It gets.
you're going,
Yeah, it's shredding there.
But it's quite emotive. You feel like this is a real conversation. This is movie standard.
Well, I've
Decent
only
movie.
played a couple of the God of War games, and so I know what Kratos has gone through. So to treat his supposed son so stoically,
This is
I
God of War,
understand
by
why.
Yeah, I gathered
Well,
that.
yeah,
I gathered that
Kratos.
as soon as I saw him. Ah, fucking sexy. I like a man who can murder someone.
Wield an axe.
I mean, that's pretty cool. And the other God of Wars, I didn't mind them.
Ah! Shit.
I didn't mind the other God of Wars, but I was just killing those people, and yeah, cool, whatever. But this feels more like Last of Us.
Again, it's got that oomph to it.
Yeah, it's that visceral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Visceral.
I feel like I'm hitting something.
He just
Something
smashed his
that
face off.
Uncharted didn't have that they
Yeah.
added to The Last of Us,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is that visceral combat.
Yeah.
That it feels as though it's kinetic. It feels as though you've accidentally
Smash
backed
up
up
Oh,
and
even the
just
runes
slammed
on
him.
the bridge,
The
just, you know.
runes.
You have yet to prove that.
I need a chance.
You had a chance.
I need another.
Then find that deer.
You little shit.
It's
Whining
the
and
parent
going.
I wish I was.
Yeah, exactly. that stoic but caring.
Yeah, you get shit done.
Put
or
the
we're not
toy
eating.
back. You can't have it anymore.
Me too, twat.
Whoa!
Bosh. Right, hook. Fuck off.
I feel like I need to be drinking from my horn right
And
now.
he says to his
Yeah,
kid,
Lord.
go on, prove yourself then.
Yeah, it's funny that. It's like, yeah, but you might die. Are you sure you want to rely on your child?
Great Odin's Raven.
Yes, we drink to Frigga.
You feel like he's hitting his fucking leg, even though it's just
Yeah.
a passing swipe. Which you don't do in these larger games like
No.
Final Fantasy and things like that.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
feel
need that.
shudders, you.
Even though it's just an audio thing, and it's not even just actually, it's not just an audio thing. It's the fact that his
camera.
animation stops ever so slightly.
Yeah,
It just
just-
delays
Stop. Oh,
after his hit to
Yeah.
feel like he's hit something.
you can feel the reaction from your
Exactly.
character, and yeah, that's what makes it.
I love that, throwing the axe, but I didn't like how it reappeared in his hand.
Well, that's why they did that earlier on to show
So when
that
they did
he
it
dragged
earlier,
back.
it seemed right. When they
That's-
did, it was too quick.
That's why they tried to do it right now. I like the fact that it says Spartan Rage, which means that he's existed for
Oh,
400 years,
Oh,
500
I never
years
noticed
since.
that because it's
yeah.
still got the Spartan there
Because
as
it's
well.
still a
Yeah.
Spartan.
Because there was people were saying that this might not be the same guy, it might not be Kratos.
Well-
It might be somebody else. But if he's got Spartan rage, then
Well. Shall I hit you with some more historical knowledge?
Ah, the demographics though.
Them graphics, though, yeah? You get me?
there's a great meme of this.
Oh, get him in the eye.
There is a fantastic meme. Johnny Floyd shared it. in fact.
Oh, no, kid!
King of memes, Johnny Floyd.
Kid!
We'll show them next week on Ramble on
Yeah,
Monday.
on Monday.
And Ash will be there, I believe. as
Yeah,
well.
Ashley's going to be turning up.
And that's when I'll give the shout out to the voters.
Oh, kid. You're gonna get grounded for that.
Yes, so
I'm so sorry, Dad.
what happened with a lot of myths,
Deer is getting
which is what happens with religion, when it starts travelling, it starts changing.
Merging.
So Thor is Hercules.
Ah.
You have the 12 tasks of Hercules, 12 tasks of Thor, and you have 10 labours of Hercules. You have all these things start moving around, which is where Mithras ends up becoming Jesus, and Jesus then becomes
Yeah.
all
yeah,
this other
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's
Same
the,
story
It's a
retold.
story retold,
Localised.
localised, exactly that, and that's where Beowulf comes from. And Beowulf, which is the oldest English superhero story.
Cool.
It's the first ever story ever written in what is considered to be modern English.
Right.
Is Beowulf, and that's a very powerful story about Christianity moving up through the ages and stuff. So I'll bore the shit out of you again. Zoltar, when you were talking about Mythos, this is the shit that I like to talk about.
No, it's always interesting. It is.
Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target.
And in Russia, there's a football team called Spartak Moscow, because they believe that the last remaining true Spartans moved up through the east into and settled in Moscow. Now the Russians are named Russians because of the Rus tribe of Scandinavian Vikings. They took their boats across land as opposed to cross waters and settled in Odessa and Ukraine, and then moved forward throughout of Eastern Europe and into Russia, and established what is now known as Russia is the Vikings.
Sweet, see, we hit you with fucking knowledge as well.
The first people to ever go over and travel to America were the Vikings.
Every week you get a bit of knowledge from Mr. Hughes. I need a wee, so I don't mean to be rude.
Circle of life.
From the minute we laugh at the planet.
The circle of life.
It's a heart, isn't it? Heart is a male stag, isn't it?
I just thought it was a stag.
Yeah, well, that's a stag, isn't it? Actually, a male deer is a stag, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
The
being
doe was a
stupid.
female deer.
Yeah, I'm just being dumb. I'm trying. I've gone too far trying to be smart.
You've drunk too much of this.
Yeah, I've gone too far with the golden ember.
Golden brown, extra
I don't feel like that. It's burning, so technically it does. But this is how you open.
That is how you open the fucking game.
Because nobody came out. What happened was the orchestra, which is I don't know whether anybody else noticed with any of their scriptures. The scriptures of time of the internet. And I don't know whether anybody else has mentioned it, but the orchestra pit is actually shaped like a longboat.
Oh, was it?
No.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my god, the attention to detail.
It balls out, and then let's try and catch up to everybody.
It's like a as well.
Yeah, there's dragon. So yeah, that's got to work for. Yeah, and just before we go, the circle which is around God of War, which would normally be the home sign, the Omega sign.
The runes, fucking runes.
Well, no, the actual round circle right there is actually called a troll cross, and if you take a circle and you bend it round like that, that's called a troll cross, and people used to wear them around their necks in order to ward off any kind of Jotun spirit, which is a giant
well, I know
spirit
what my
and
next
stuff
tattoo is
like
going to be.
So that is actually so as much as people may just go, well, it's kind of a take on the Omega sign. Well, it is, yeah, but it is actually in keeping with the Viking and Norse mythos. It is a troll rune, troll cross.
It's not all Nordic runes there, because I was going to say maybe they do.
Well, not necessarily all those.
So I was going to say maybe they all, because you know the web of word and stuff like that, is that all the runes combined into one, but they haven't got all the runes, because I thought that'd be nice.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're like
you can't fit all the fucking runes.
The full Futhark rune alphabet couldn't fit there, but that red circle, as much as it is similar to the Omega sign, is actually still a symbol of the Norse mythology, which is called the troll cross. Troll cross.
Well, I know I'm get it on my neck.
A lot of details there that probably missed by most people like
probably
myself.
Missed by
I was
most
like,
people.
This game was fucking
so,
awesome. Oh my god!
Also, I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Yeah, Sony's press conference was fun. Just a little disappointing when they recap or show off more Final Fantasy VII.
Zoltar's offered to help with reviews because he's got a massive library of games.
If you've got a massive, please do. That would be fantastic because I don't get enough chance to write reviews. I've got a couple of reviews. In fact, I had an article that I didn't get a chance to write. I've written down, but I haven't got a chance to put on there. I've got a review of Hearts of Stone and a review of Blood and Wine coming. Also, the 2015 Show Me Games awards. I've written down. It's just finding time. I've just recently
if you
had a child, but if
you want to do
seriously,
some reviews,
make a Facebook profile. Just call it like I don't know, whatever first name's Altair. Find the group, request to join. We will know it's you.
Yes.
And it's a throwaway Facebook account. You don't need to use it for anything other than posting your Show Me Games.
That would be fantastic.
And then you're part of the Facebook group because it's constantly moving and it's nice to have contributors.
Is it? It really is.
So you know, you throw away email, just boom. And then you're good. You should join us.
I'll have a few nares.
And we will add you if you've got Zoltar in the name because we'll know it's you.
We will know it's you. It is God of War, Yami Genesis. Yami Genesis, click that follow button, that would be brilliant.
Have we still got the dance music?
We haven't got it. I haven't got it hooked up to.
I was ready.
I haven't got it.
Practiced for
Sorry.
years.
Oh,
Normally we do a dance. When
we
we get a
really
follow.
do, yeah. But this is just an E3.
We'll dance anyway.
Let us know if you followed, because if you have, then we'll just do a dance with no music. Interpreted dance.
Yeah, we'll do interpretive dance. So moving on to the Sony press conference fully. It did start off with about 5-10 minutes of orchestral music into an orchestra pit, and then the curtains went up. That played straight away without anybody else coming onto the stage, and that's how you subtly reveal one of your best exclusive things.
Definitely.
Going in a slightly different direction,
Well,
only aesthetically, not necessarily gameplay wise.
I think it might be slightly different gameplay wise, but I don't give that much of a fuck about God of War. If it was like any other God of War, even in a Nordic sense, I'd be like, yeah, it's God of War in it. I'll dick around with it when it's cheap.
But that's
But that, something about the way that was, I'm like,
well,
yeah. Game changer.
Like you were saying,
I'll play that.
He give you shades of
I just thought
Last of
Tomb
Us,
Raider,
didn't you?
Last of Us, and those types of games. I didn't. Some people think open world, but I don't think that's going to be open world at all. Yeah, that's just
that's
you're
going to be
going
level
that way.
based. Yeah,
They might seem a bit open in some areas, but that's what you're doing. Yeah. That's how you do it.
I always batter drinks.
No.
That's what I buy.
Well, we need some more Coca-Cola.
She's going to get an angry
I'm going to have to
drunk.
nip across the shop.
I'm not angry drunk.
Drunk.
Drunk, yeah. I'm just going.
So what?
You can have it neat then.
What else have we got from?
Okay, so
else have we
that
got from Sony?
started.
Yeah,
that
God of War,
started.
yeah.
God of War was really good, right? Pajamas.
Pajamas. It's like
Kojima.
Japanese.
Yeah,
pajamas.
He was at the end though, wasn't he?
It was at the end, yeah.
But I think we should do
I think
that
we should
now,
do the
because
trailer
trailer's
now
epic.
because I do like the trailer.
It's a great trailer for a game that probably won't be anything to do with that or look anything like that.
Well,
apparently it was in engine or something like that, some bullshit type of wordage that means
Death
fuck
Stranding.
all. He hasn't been making that game for long enough to
Death
it to
Stranding.
look anywhere like that. So anybody who thinks the game's going to look like that, forget about it. And we don't know what it is, but it's a great trailer because it's one of them trailers where you go, ooh, I don't know what it is. But what is it?
Yeah.
I showed Ariane before you turned up, and I said it's probably one of the best music videos.
Yeah, I need to find out what this song is.
Well, it says actually during the trailer. It does say.
When I watched this, I thought, oh, I want to watch this film.
Yes, I did. I don't want to play the game.
I don't want to play this game, I want to watch this film. Because I know the game will be nothing like this.
So I have turned it up quite loud, so we are going to have to shout if we're going to
Because
talk
the song's
over it.
amazing.
But it is actually a brilliant music video.
And all the death.
And all the months of us taking the piss out of Kojima is just...
Visually stunning.
It's so interesting.
But it's weird.
Well, when he finds the child, my heart pounds.
It's the tar, the handprint.
My heart started pounding.
But he did a really good thing with, probably can't hear me, but he did a really good thing with Metal Gear. Before anybody knew there was a Metal Gear 5,
Yeah.
he was being a bit of a troll on
So
that.
interesting. Look at that.
It's not an umbilical cord, it's a wire.
No, it is a wire. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like sort of robotic, isn't it? Like, yeah, it's cool.
I need to find this song.
It's a good tune. I mean, I've just had a child recently, so this was like.
No, it had an effect on me.
Yeah,
It had an
it is,
effect
and
on me.
it's just like.
I don't have kids, but
Yeah, but my heart was going like fucking
Yeah.
shit. Like first time I watched it, especially.
It's the raw emotion.
It is. It's really real. And then it's gone. Like fuck.
Another thing I noticed with Sony is that a lot of the videos, the trailers, not necessarily exclusive, but they went for sort of more emotive stuff.
They did, yeah.
Like his games are growing up, which we already knew anyway,
Yeah.
but instead of showing
This is going to be terrible. I mean, look, he's got scars, so has he actually given birth?
He must have been cut out in some way, yeah.
It's part of him anyway.
Yeah.
At the very least, it's part of him. And then we've come back.
It's the fact that he's got him in as well.
Yeah, no,
that's the
really
thing.
does, yeah.
He's so many levels of cool. Great music.
The floating people, it's like a music video. It's
The
like
whales.
absolution.
Dead fish.
Everything-
Whales.
Dead
Look at
whales.
I mean, sperm
Yeah.
whales.
And he must be thinking, what the fuck?
There you go. Albert keeps coming by Low Roar.
Spotify. I need this song.
But yeah, I'm like, I don't want to play that game.
But you can see the wires and stuff in the water.
I want to watch it.
Yeah.
I want to watch the fuck out of that. Because if I play it, Kojima will ruin it.
Just turn it down a bit now.
Yeah, I will do. If I play it, Kojima will ruin it.
Yeah, because Metal Gear 5 had an interesting trailer that made little sense, and nobody knew it was Metal Gear, and that turned out to be a game that everybody liked, but
Zoltaire, it's still going.
It's how implied the trailer is that it just sells you something but you don't know what you're buying.
Well, here we go. We've got Crystal Star saying not for me.
Hi.
Zoltar, give me a second. Still no on. You may need to refresh. Oh, right. Okay. It's
Zoltaire, is this a group request to you? Because I will add you.
Okay. Oh, brilliant. Is it a horror? I'm not too sure whether it's horror. It might be a sci-fi horror, but the thing is I don't think Kojima can actually make a game unless he's been directed. I think he's a very, very good innovator and a very good art direction,
right.
but I don't think he can take a game.
You haven't approved it.
You've been approved.
You've been approved.
If anybody else wants to join the Facebook group, by the way, you can do that. Show me games! Exclamation!
I can accept you right now.
Exclamation!
So,
exclamation!
So that was
join that.
Kojima's new project, and the trailer itself piques interest.
A lot of interest.
Yeah, but I can't, right, it's a great trailer.
But there's no game there.
I don't know what the fucking game is. It could
That's
be,
the thing.
We don't fucking know.
If this was a movie, if this was Cannes Film Festival,
yeah,
that would have me going, I need to watch that fucking film.
Yeah.
But this is a game.
It could be fucking Tetris.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
It must have some post-apocalyptic sense because everything's dead.
Well,
it must have some kind of death,
but this
rebirth
is Kojima.
kind of thing.
Kojima can't write anything. There was a famous quote by one of the women, female actors, for I can't remember which Metal Gear Solid it was, and he wrote all the script for it, and she said, I did it, but it felt like the entire narrative was written by a 14-year-old.
You never know, though. He might just pull
David
it out.
Hayter doesn't like his writing. But he made David Hayter
but
famous.
Think of the child from an artsy-fartsy
yeah,
perspective.
of course,
It's the rebirth, it's cycle, it's a rebirth, it's
But
birth of new life.
No, he's obviously been cut open. Something's been removed from him. So
But
some
also
parts of
something's
him
been born.
has gone, hasn't it? So is that what it is? Is that what he's trying to aim for? We'll probably find out that the big reveal is his appendix has been removed. Right? He'll be like, oh no, because it's Kojima and he fucks these reveals up.
Oh,
this is what I mean.
Fucks everything up.
This is what I mean.
That.
There was Metal Gear 5.
All right, no worries, dude. Thank you very much for staying around. I know it's a long stream, dude, but we're trying to encompass everything. But thanks a lot for sticking us on as well.
There was a Metal Gear 5 thing that wasn't. I think he called it something like fucking fresh or something. He didn't know what it was. He's probably not even called whenever he's just put it on that trailer because he fucks with people's heads. That's what he does, and it's fun.
And it's clever.
Like
it is
but,
clever.
I will accept so.
Did you like Metal Gear Solid 5?
Sending me a Facebook friend request, not you.
That's because you're prettier than me and Adam. I've got bigger tits than you, but you're prettier than me and Adam. But
did you like Metal Gear Solid 5?
I liked it for 20 hours.
No.
But not the story.
Did you
the
get
story
epically... Were you like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing? No, you think that's alright?
Not right.
Okay,
Bear with me.
Okay.
You know the flaming whale?
Yeah.
In Metal Gear?
Sperm whale, yeah. Again.
Yeah. Those are all dead.
Yes, they
Flaming
are,
whales. They fell from the sky.
Back into the water and
That is it.
Yeah,
it's
that's
full
probably
of
the
Metal
connection.
Gear.
But maybe it is. Maybe that's a hallucination. Now that's the thing with Metal Gear Solid 5. It wasn't the narrative that driven that game, because if it was the narrative that drove that game, it was so long-winded in its narrative. You didn't get a chance to sink in. And Pash, if he was still here, would attest to that. The game itself mechanically worked really, really well. The narrative side of it was so fucking long-winded because you had to put 40 hours in before you got an ounce of story.
Yeah.
And then the ounce of story that you got wasn't enough to warrant you carrying on. You're only carrying on because you like the control mechanism, you like the graphics, and you just like the story. You like
the point is, there was a trailer that came out
it.
that nobody knew what the fuck it was, but they were guessing it might be
that was
Snake.
the original
the
trailer.
original
Phantom
one.
Pain trailer.
It was called like
that's what it was called.
Fresh or something, or something. Yeah, but
the original one was just called Phantom Pain, and people pieced together the gaps in Phantom Pain writing,
right.
and they went, Metal Gear Solid fits in there.
Right.
So originally it was called Phantom Pain,
and that one gave off a lot of feelings and a lot of this and a lot of that. But ultimately, the game was Metal Gear Solid 5 or the mini one that they had, whatever the fuck that was. And you know, I'm just saying to people, it's a great trailer.
Fantastic trailer. Yes, yeah. Well, this is what I took away from all of this Sony press conference. Was all of it make a great trailer?
Yeah.
Because we're leading on. I'm going to skip over the. In fact, I'm going to do.
Boulder really wants to come in.
Yeah, you can sit outside flirting.
Oh, you're so
I'm going to hit on Last Guardian. We're going to skip over Final Fantasy 15. We'll probably just mention something about the VR thing.
Quick mention with that.
And then when we get to Horizon,
I can go let him in, you know.
If you can do, yeah.
I'll go and let.
You'll have to hold the door open for a while because he's a marred ass.
Yeah, he'll think.
Alright, okay. He never likes me.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Right. So this.
So what's next?
Finally happened.
Yes, we're going to release it. That was the big thing for me. I think it's out in October, if I'm correct.
I was watching the trailer, and you know what I was thinking all the way through? I'm like, yeah, bollocks. Yeah, bollocks. Give me a date. If you give me a date, I'm happy.
Yeah.
If you don't give me a date, I don't give.
Did he give a date? Because I saw a lot of Octobers.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
but, so I'm assuming this is October at some point. I wasn't as impressed as the other trailers, but I mean, it still was good. I still want to play this game.
At this point, I'm thinking, what is it? And then it got here, and I thought that looks like Last Guardian.
Yeah, because
it's
always going across
all right,
maps.
yeah, this is Last Guardian now. Yeah. Definitely, but initially I thought, what is this? This is brand new. But now what I've got worrying in my head is it not too late?
I don't know.
Is it not? Has it not been done? This I know it's a massive big creature.
It doesn't look as good.
No,
I'll tell you that much.
But it's 4-year-old. You know what I mean? This is what I'm getting at. It's 4-year-old. This game. It's been at 4 consecutive E3s.
Yeah. I think it'll be right. I think it'll be good because they know how important it is to satisfy the fans, the PlayStation at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be able to twat at it. It's a good looking game, I like it.
Oh, that's alright
then. I can't see him though.
He'll be under that bush.
But I like the release date, and then I think, I can play it now.
You can play it now. I think.
Well, in October or whenever it is.
Yeah, I think it'll be an alright game. I don't think it'll be as good. There you go, October 25th. I don't think it's going to be.
I'm a bit worried that there might be elements of Duke Nukem Forever in there.
Yes! That's like a perfect example.
The old bits. Yeah. I mean, Duke Nukem was full of that.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be as bad.
You don't think it's going to be that big, there'll be little areas where it's like, that's from the game that they made fucking years and years ago.
Exactly
and
that,
they stopped making.
Exactly.
If anyone who doesn't know, this has been delayed for an eternity.
Your cat is not responding.
Yeah, he's being a dick.
He's scrapping.
Shadow of the Eco. Yeah, basically it's a Shadow of the Colossus and Eco merged, but this shit started 4 years ago.
So you're concerned there might be old bits in that?
I just think
shit.
that,
and there probably is.
I think that gamers' brains have put too much on that game.
There's a lot of pressure on them for it to be good.
So I think when it comes out, the reviews are going to be so far spreading. I think they're going to be majorly negative and majorly positive.
I think
because you're going to have those people who are going like, no, I fancy this game, that's fine, and then you're going to have those people who go, I've really been looking forward to this game, and it hasn't achieved those things that I've been expecting.
Unless it really hit it out of the park and it's flawless.
And it doesn't look like that, but when I was watching that gameplay, when he was pulling those levers and he was running away from that guy in armour and stuff like that, I thought, it's nice
little puzzle,
it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. It's going to be one of those 7 out of 10 games that in 10 years' time people are going to go, that is the game you want to play, not this 9 out of 10 game that came out at the same year. That 9 out of 10 game that came out at the same year is actually a one and done. This game you'll want to play a few times, and you'll come back, and that's where those lower scoring games sit and last for generations. Whereas in those higher scoring games,
it's generally when people get overexcited, isn't it? It's like,
so
this is really big.
I think that's gonna break a lot of people.
I hope for that. So Final Fantasy, they did a better trailer than what was on at the Xbox One.
Yeah, it was.
Which they showed more of the open world, which is pretty. It's very pretty in fact.
Sorry about the small.
And that's that really. So
yeah. So
there's a VR experience with it as well, which
right.
actually looks irritating though. Did you like it? Or it might just be me.
I'm really into the whole VR thing.
But I thought, how's this going to work?
I didn't know. Well, how it's going to work is that particular character warps and dashes everywhere.
But it looked annoying when
it looked annoying to me because wherever he warped, he ended up facing the direction he warped, so he had to turn around to face.
Yeah,
that was my problem. I was like, that looks annoying. That looks like you're going to go warp. 555. Go warp.
Yeah, they might perfect that.
No, they will do. I mean,
hopefully.
You sort it out.
Because you expect to teleport right in front of something.
But it's not the full game, it's just like an experience, isn't it?
And then we turn up at this. Not necessarily in this order, right?
This and probably my favourite of last E3.
I don't like this game anymore.
I still liked it. I
don't like this game anymore.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
Robot dinosaurs.
No. Those scenes look beautiful.
But I got to see a lot of gameplay. I don't know if this will show it.
Yeah, no, it does. This is the thing. I didn't like it at all. You know why I didn't like it? Because I can go and play this right now.
Tomb Raider?
No. I can play Tomb Raider and it'll do whatever this is doing. I can go and play Far Cry Primal and it'll do what this is doing.
Far Cry, yeah.
And I'm not bothered about the story.
Yeah, I did.
She ends up getting on a bull, right? And this sounds really, really, really fucking dull. And if I was digital whatever it's called, digital fucking homicide or digital foundry, right? How she's running now, right, is not much slower than how she is on this bull that she ends up getting on.
It's a pointless bull.
Which is absolutely pointless because the amount of action she goes through to get this fucking bull to ride on.
Yeah, she wanted to get there
she
quicker.
She would have already been there.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what annoyed me. This kind of stuff sort of bugged me. It's like it took me out of the world. So you're saying that these only collect these fucking shell things. So those shell things were already led around anywhere. You need to, if you're going to sell me on these worlds, you're going to have to sell me on these worlds. Right, you have to, and these are the things. Not only that, whenever she changes weapons, it slows the fucking world down. You've got this highly bright, shiny fucking shit here. She hides all. There's loads of stuff to this, which is the stuff that I was complaining about last year, but not showing. Is show this year, and I don't find it interesting.
I love it. I think it looks great. I did spend a lot of time here.
I couldn't. I think I'll be bored after I get to the first level.
No, I have to say it's a different concept, if you know what I mean, with the whole robot versus nature.
I mean, there's some absolutely lovely aesthetics.
I love the fact there's little bunnies there as well.
Yeah, the aesthetics. There's certain view. I don't know if you've seen this full trailer, but
I've seen the previous trailer.
She ends up walking later on, and you've got this absolutely beautiful landscape with all these giant robot dinosaurs trotting around. But I don't want to play this game.
No, I think it's fresh enough to spark my interest. No, I imagine it will spark a lot of people's interest because it's different.
I like it. I don't know. I just
again,
like
it's if you think about it, if they go into the kind of deep way of thinking, it's the fall of humanity and the rise again, but the rise of technology that destroyed humanity originally. If you want to go like deep and meaningful.
Yeah, I was also looking at these sections here, and I'm like, I don't like this.
But I mean, they've gone back to the bare basics of humanity, whereas the world.
I don't like their interaction though. This is.
It's not quite as polished as it should be.
No, but I don't like the character design.
But I think it might be quite a big world as well. It was one of those cases where they say like, you see that mountain?
I like her. I like her. I think she's pretty. But
he's got red hair. That's the thing there.
Yeah.
But his mouth, like, they're not.
She has no personality in her face whatsoever. It reminds me of the heartless nature of Infamous.
Yeah.
But then if you're going to... I mean,
And
fair enough, it
Infamous
might
had
be
an
done.
absolutely beautiful world, but it had no soul. And I've mentioned this many times before on games. If a game doesn't have a soul, and if you don't feel like you're part of that world, if you don't feel like you're there, then there's nothing.
I mean, is it a dubbed game? Because the mouths don't move at all in time with the voices.
I don't know. Is
Fair enough.
Is that just early stages, or is that
Is that what it's going to be like?
I'm not so sure that this game is even as open as they like to make out, because this looks like a funnel to me, like an open funnel.
Well, that's what I saw on the map. I mean, here we go. We're capturing this. Now she moves rapid, and she has no stamina meter.
I like the combat. I like it. Just
there should
cut
be
it
a
down
stamina
with ropes.
meter.
If she's gonna, if to make that worthwhile, you're gonna have a stamina meter.
I mean, that's cool how
she would have already been 3/4 of the way there, or another quarter of the way there before this is happening. Now she moves rapidly.
But that bull doesn't move.
Look how quick that's moving compared to how she was running.
Yeah, she might move a touch faster, but it's not worth the hassle.
Yeah, you think that would be moving
especially
fast.
now. It's like it's tired, and it's like I can't be arsed running.
Yeah. I mean, this looks beautiful though. Look at that aesthetic. It looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely fantastic. I'm like, fuck me, this is Xenoblade. My God, this is
but pretty,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing the aesthetics of it. I'm not dissing the concept of it. It's just.
Like we said, even
don't think that the execution is going to be as well.
Because even then, there was a sound delay between the water, the running through the water and the splashing. Like things like that would, if it's not perfected before release,
starts jarring you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it irks you. Like this, there's a delay here.
Yeah,
and the mouth's not
I mean,
moving right.
there's only so many. I mean, the thing is this is coming from a guy that thinks that Kane and Lynch is one of the best games ever made. Which is considered to be one of the worst games ever made.
Yeah.
But it's a testament to. It's down to personal taste. I get that.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's overlooking faults, and then there's. I mean, this combat sequence here just. They try and make it look like it's interesting, and try and make it look like you have to think about your hunting. But no, she's just hitting it with arrows.
It might be a different story when you're actually playing the game yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you need to find its weak points and stuff like that, don't you? It's susceptible to fire, so
yes.
she's putting fire arrows on.
Yeah, but she just put fire arrows on, and she's no limit to those fire arrows. She's just firing fire arrows on it.
Well, it said 10.
Yeah, there is an limit.
9.
No, alright, fair enough.
There's a limit. So you might have to.
I just think the whole technology.
And you need resources as well. So I don't imagine you can. I imagine you have to make these.
Yeah, crafting.
Yeah.
The bull's following you.
Yeah, I mean, she whistled for that.
But it's not the tree down.
It's not the tree down.
I don't know, I like it.
I mean, there's lots of nice things about this, but what I thought was going to be a console seller to me, which was this game.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
God of War wasn't a console seller to me. If I had that console, I'd definitely buy it.
Yeah.
This was going to be a console seller to me, and this is no longer a console.
That's a different thing, yeah. If you already own something, then...
Yeah, this isn't a console seller to me.
This wouldn't make you buy it.
That's what I'm getting at with it. This is why I'm so harsh on this, because it's like, right, well...
I don't want it to be the console.
I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
But to some people, this will be.
Yeah, some people they will, and it's not my fault that they're stupid. But I'm joking. It is. Obviously, I appreciate it. It's a personal taste thing. But I see this, and just like I did with that indie game that you liked, that Fear.
Yeah.
I see the amount of hours I put into this, and I see this, and I think
not being very long.
This is the same motion as I watched with that T-Rex thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing
that
routine, aren't you?
Thing again.
Shoot it a bit, pin it down.
Find
the weak spot.
That
shoot
comes out. I shoot it.
Get the resources.
And then within 3 times of doing this, and Adam Hurd did a review for Far Cry Primal on the website, and
SonyGames.co.uk.
And I read it obviously because I had to put it on the site, so I had to read how pathetically right. And no, it was a good review because he was, as much as he's negative with a lot of people's posts on the group, the review itself was quite grounded. And I read the review and I thought, no, that's sort of what I took. It seemed as though I'd enjoy it for the first 3 hours, and then it's the same shit.
Stop before it plays on something else.
Yeah, it's so.
Yeah.
So not a console seller.
Not
you.
to me, but I mean, what do you guys think about
I
that?
think it looks ace, and I'm never completely sold on a game until a few months after, because there's always like Fallout, and then I realise that it's not everything that it's been hyped up to be. This seems to happen a lot with many games.
Yeah.
But, which is why I'm glad I missed Metal Gear, because I know that even though everybody loves that, a lot of people love that game, I know it's not for me. But if I'd have done what people do and just bought it, I would have been trading it in a week. So I know to wait for this game, but I can tell it's more my type of game as well.
Well, the odd thing with Metal Gear was, as much as, I mean, this is where Pash did a really good review of it, and I think he gave it 7 out of 10. And
Which is a good game.
Yeah.
It's a really, it is.
I keep saying that because 7 for Show Me Games on the website is good. It's not
good.
Like on all the websites. It's
everybody
shit.
else will throw a fucking 9 at it or a 10 at it, and it's like no. As I was just saying before, a 7 out of 10 game is probably most likely the game. In 6 years' time, you will go, have you got that retro console? Fuck, man, you want to play this.
Yeah,
it won't be the
it's
9 out of 10
classic.
game that you say. You'll be like, no, that's 7
Metal
out of
Gear
10,
will
man.
last. Yeah,
It's classic. It's
Of
amazing.
course it is.
Yeah.
That 7 out of 10 is the
It's
one
timeless.
that sat there, and it's like, look, when you reviewed that game at the time, it just sat there, and it was like, I enjoyed this. I can't recommend this as a 9 out of 10. I can't recommend it as an 8, but it's definitely a 7 at the moment. And then 10 years' time, you go, it's still a 7. That's
Yeah,
fucking
I think
amazing.
that I can play
Whereas
it
in a
again.
9 out of 10 doesn't stay as a 9 out of 10. Now, we went through, I mean, you've been watching us since...
It's usually
like,
because we're
last year.
excited
Yeah.
about some new tech or something.
We battered, so how many consoles have we battered? And we went through, I mean, back
All
when we
the
used,
retro ones, you
back
mean?
when we used to do this length of time, I mean, we call it 3 hours of 3 hours of streaming.
Yeah.
Like we used to do that length of time, and we'd go for all these consoles. And you'd be like, this game was 10 out of 10. This is a 20 out of 10. This is a fucking billion out of 10 game. What the fuck's going on here? No. Asterix and Obelix, which used to get 6 out of 10, is actually a really
It
fucking
still stands
solid
up,
game.
Robocod.
So Robocod.
I will play Robocod if it's available for me to play.
See, exactly that.
Rockland,
That's a game that doesn't get 9 out of
It's
10.
timeless. though.
Exactly, it's a timeless game.
You
because
forced me to have the Robocod tune on Game That Tune, didn't you?
yeah. So that was Horizon Zero Dawn, which is an exclusive to the PlayStation 4. Won't sell me a console. Adam's very interested in this. Ariane, you swayed by it a little bit.
Yeah.
I used to be, but it doesn't sell me a console. That's what I'm giving. If I had the
I'm not
console,
going to buy
I'd
day
buy
one.
it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna buy
but
day
you
one.
Yeah,
don't.
no. If I had the console, I'd buy it. If I don't
Yeah.
have the console, that does not sell a console to me. Moving down to this silly thing.
So that's another one of them type of games like what were the examples? Beyond
Yeah, Beyond Two Souls,
and the one before it.
Heavy Rain and
Heavy
stuff like
Rain.
that. So
Heavy Rain, I liked the story. I hated the fucking gameplay. It was shit. It was frustrating.
I think Mountain would really would be a really good actor for a raging drunk Dutchman who's trying to rant about who needs another beer. Thank you very much, dude. I'm not even Dutch. I'm English, but thank you very much.
Yeah, but you could be a raging.
I could be a raging Dutchman. I
Yeah.
think people need to have another beer right now, and we can be all good. Beer.
We've run out of Coke.
We have run out
Yeah.
of Coke. What time is it? I need to nip to the shop and get some more Coke. I definitely need. That's being finished before the end of the night.
It's nearly 10:30.
Oh shit, a dog.
Is it
Time to
closed?
shut.
Yeah, it's shut.
Is it closed at 10?
Yeah.
Go to Tesco. Close at 11.
I can't drive to Tesco right
What? Tesco, you lazy twat. The minute
Oh,
Tesco
is that way? Yeah,
Metro,
possibly. Yeah, we'll go there. So Detroit Become Human was announced last year at E3.
Androids.
Androids this year looked worse than last year, in my opinion.
Um,
Last year's trailer was quite interesting.
Yeah.
The story seems to be like a conflict within androids, which is usually the thing where they're becoming human. They
I
basically
mean, that's the self-awareness.
That's
Self-aware,
sentiency
yeah.
coming in.
and some of them are realising that they don't want to be slaves to humans and just do the work for
That's-
free or
yeah.
whatever. I mean, they're still in society, but they have to do certain jobs.
That's what it tries to be. I think
That's the message from the.
I think the reason
trailer.
why he's gone down the Android route isn't anything as classy as the, oh, one can argue this. I think it's purely because he gets so slated about all his main characters feeling like androids.
You might as well do
"Fuck
androids."
it, I'll write a road drop.
Yeah.
A robot. So that's where he went for it. So that didn't really twig with
He'd
me.
have multiple. He implied you get multiple choices.
Yeah,
to
but you
change
had
the
that in all the others,
situations.
though. It's just that nobody chose these because
No, I wasn't
he
sure if.
shoehorned you into
I
making
wasn't sure if
decisions.
this
Yeah.
is the path or you can sort of like change your mind at every point. Do you know what I mean? Like on the other games, it's like you make a decision, that's your decision, you're going that way. And I got an impression, because the way they kept rewinding it, I don't know whether they were trying to tell me there's lots of choices, or you can actually change your mind and go, well, that didn't work out, let's try this way, and try and actually find the path you want.
No, I think it is a matter of like, look, if you would have chose to pick up this gun, then what that does is it opens this avenue of fractal choices. Yeah, it's a
fork in the road.
It's
a
more like with
yeah.
that, because that's what he usually does. But I would rather have the ability to go back and think, well, I can change my mind.
See,
that's not necessarily a good thing, because it still might spin our way around to be some shit.
I remember when we were trying to, I think it might have been Christmas stream.
I was thinking Life is Strange.
We were talking to Liam about trying to sell him the idea of XCOM, and then also trying to say, like, look man, you need to play the original series of Walking Dead. You need to accept that the choice that you made is the choice you made, and I like that. I like that in the game, because as soon as you make that choice and then it goes, all those others are gone, you're like, oh shit.
But I think it's because
this is the path I'm on. But I don't
the
like
pedigree.
being able to go back.
I think it's because of the pedigree of this guy that makes these games. I can't remember his name.
David Cage.
He doesn't have a very good pedigree, in my opinion, but I don't mind the stories. It's like, just make a fucking movie then if you want to make a movie.
I haven't played Talos Principle, no. It is a beautiful game.
Yeah, but in his games, because they're so shit to control, I don't think everything is my fucking choice. I think it's down to the shit control that something's happened.
A lot of them are.
So if he can make that game where I can actually choose a different choice, then I don't mind with his games.
It ain't gonna be as big as he did that one trailer, because he wants to be a film director. So he's got his head on going in one direction.
Well, no, I think you're right.
Which is why all of his games have a slight deviation, which bring you back in.
No, I do think
they're
you're
all
right.
basically burps.
I think that's what it will be
in scripts.
That is what it will be, but that is what.
Do we?
I'm being hopeful.
Certain points where you will make a decision and you'll end up dead. Just like there is.
So you'll have to restart anyway.
Yeah, you'll have to restart that section.
But it's only his game that I want it to do, because I know he can't make games, but he can make semi-interesting stories.
Resident Evil 7.
Right, so... so...
Holiday scary games.
It looks scary again, so I mean... I don't know how it plays, though. It just
download the demo.
I haven't had a chance yet. I will download the demo, but the demo, as we found out, is not part of the game.
Nah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just like PT wasn't meant to be part of the game.
So
that's why they're saying that, because they're like, well, Kojima got away with it with Silent Hills, so fuck it. Why don't we get away with it?
But
that's why.
But PT.
There's a precedent set.
PT never said until everybody dug deep and found out what it was. He never said it was Silent Hill. It was just
you had to finish it.
It was fucking with people's heads like he does, which is great. It was fun, and then people found out that it was Silent Hill.
Yeah.
You know. Whereas this is Resident Evil 7. There you go. But apparently this is not Resident Evil 7. This is a demo that is.
You can't do that.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
No.
It's not the same. So while that looked good, I still don't know what Resi fucking 7 is. Is it that?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I know apparently you can play the whole thing with VR on as well.
I think with Silent Hill, it was almost like the mindfuck of Silent Hill. So you went through that demo and you were like, oh my god, this is horrible.
But you weren't supposed to know it was Silent Hill, that's the difference.
And then you found out, kind of thing.
Then you found out it was Silent Hill.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my
that
god,
actually
if
makes
this
sense.
is what Silent Hill's going to be, I'm going to shit myself.
Yeah, fuck. Whereas Resi, it's like, this is Resi 7. No, it isn't.
No, because it's just a demo.
It's a demo.
It's not going to be.
That's the difference, and that's what I'm a bit joyed about. But I haven't played the demo, but it's almost irrelevant playing it.
So, moving on. This.
Ooh,
Days Gone.
Dogging this, and I like it.
Days Gone got announced early on in this.
Yeah, it started off as a trailer.
And I hated the trailer.
A story trailer.
I fucking hated the trailer. Because I do not like Sons of Anarchy.
Right.
And this looked like Sons of Anarchy.
It
and
did a little bit, yeah.
I feel that Sons of Anarchy is for 14-year-old boys who think that biker gangs are cool. And I didn't like that.
It's childish dialogue. Do you know when you're a kid and you might not have done it as a girl, but you make little dens
Fuck
Did you do that?
Yes, I did.
Well, I don't know. You might be playing with dolls or something like me.
I did everything. I was all-encompassing girl.
Only everything.
So you had your little. You just say this. You find an old shed somewhere that you shouldn't be in. You'd be like, right, this is our area. This is our gang.
I lived in a posh village.
Right.
We had a bit of woodland that was ours to make whatever the fuck we wanted.
Well, there you go. And that's the toilet, and this is our desk. And you made this little world that didn't exist.
Yeah.
When you watch Sons of Anarchy, that's sort of like the vibe you get. But
Yeah,
these
terrible.
guys are like 40, 50, some are 20, rugged men looking.
Yeah.
But it's like they're
Trying
playing.
to be.
It's like they're playing
Yeah,
this little
play-
gang game.
Play the gang
Yeah.
game.
Cringe.
When Days Gone first announced, like I say, was early on in the press conference. You fucking stereotype. Not all girls play with dolls. Not all girls play with dolls.
I did
That's what
play
they-
with dolls as well.
Not all boys don't play with dolls.
No, I used to play with figures all the time. I was like, I
Boobs!
used to play with them and get my head really close and then like film them.
Are these what boobs
Yeah.
look like?
Yeah, I had the Ripley figure from the Aliens on that. But Days Gone initially was announced earlier on in the thing. Looked terrible. Then right near the
That's what
end,
happens when you drink.
So at the end of the conference, they showed gameplay.
I'll show this when Ariane comes back. But yeah,
Oh,
they
you don't have to.
showed. I just need to splash some water in it. Sorry, I'm not.
Splash.
Sorry.
So they showed a. I didn't mind it, to be honest, but the biker intro of the game did seem a little bit worrying.
It was
But
worrying
when
for me.
they finally showed the game,
When they finally showed the game, which is what I'm going to play in its entirety.
which is getting dogged, and I actually loved the look of it.
Well, do you know what I thought? I thought, have they passed the license of Last of Us onto
A
somebody
lot of
else?
people thought Last of Us, is this Last of Us? I sort of got a Last of Us vibe, but I thought no, it's not Last
It's
of
not,
Us.
I know it's not Last of Us.
But
It's definitely not. But it
you'd have
feels
that
as
vibe.
though it could be It could be set in the Last of Us world.
And it certainly, but it seems more open, more of an open world, possibly.
Possibly.
It certainly seemed
Sorry.
larger than what you would normally see in The Last of Us, even though they did have some open areas. So I don't think it can be an open world game, because when you see it in a minute, some of the
Mount LeBuff doll for boys. That's exactly it.
some of the stuff looked just too good to be.
My
open
heart would
world.
pound in this trailer that we're going to put on now. This
And
gameplay
it's-
trailer. My
it's-
heart was pounding.
It's
like
a zombie
fuck.
game,
Yeah.
but the zombies act differently, but they do act like they do in that film with Brad Pitt. What's it called? Z.
World War Z.
World War Z.
Or World War Z, because
World-
we're English, so.
World War Z. So you've got that many zombies coming at you that they look like water because they're going over, they're scrambling over each other, and then there's other ones breaking off and just fucking going here, there, and
Yeah,
everywhere.
exactly.
doing
Yeah,
whatever
that's a
the fuck.
perfect
And it's
example.
this
Yeah, it looks like
relentless
water. Yeah,
running
it looks like
force,
water. That's-
floor of evil that wants to eat you.
That's a perfect example. Yeah, they do look like water.
yeah,
it looks like
water.
this. It looks like this torrent.
It's just
coming
coming,
at you.
and it's
Yeah.
coming, and the flow is wherever you are.
Cheers.
And
Love you,
however-
mate. Yeah,
the
big
flow
captain.
is wherever you are, and this flow is
Join
coming
us.
to you.
So so we're gonna play this gameplay trailer.
Now, I was very impressed.
and I was captured by this more than I was the trailer.
Yeah, this is much better than the trailer, because the trailer didn't really show any gameplay.
So I'm gonna
or-
turn it up so you guys can pick up some of the volume. But this got quite tense for me. My
Now,
heart were pounding.
People keep dogging this though. They're like,
I don't
oh, yeah.
understand. See,
They're
this
saying
is more
things-
of a console seller to me than
Yeah, this
Right.
might not be exclusive. Is it Sony? Actually,
yeah,
I
it's
think it is
exclusive.
Sony.
It's
yeah,
Insomnia and they own that.
Yeah, yeah. It looks great. And people are saying like, oh, this shouldn't have been the finisher. I mean, it looks alright, but it shouldn't have been the finisher. They should have had Kojima. I'm like, fuck Kojima. Right.
This is his game.
This is a great finish for the conference.
We'll
and it
see
has
what
a real-
Ariane thinks of this because I don't think you've seen it. have you?
There's a real Last
This
of
is
Us
called
vibe.
Days Gone.
Is that?
Someone just flew past.
Yeah.
No idea what it is, so you're not going to play this game.
Nope. Oh, wolves.
Go on. Yeah. Yeah.
It's very tame wolves, both looks of it. Oh, they be dead.
Oh, that ain't him.
He's looking for his brother.
Yeah,
Right.
he's a bounty hunter as well.
All of our casuals are. Oh, that's nice.
This did my head in a little bit, to be honest.
Yep. I could use that.
It did also remind me of Last of Us in
Yeah.
certain respects, but
I feel like you
this
might-
did my head in. It was like bollocks.
Yeah, it
just
fits on
casually
too
find
nicely,
that,
doesn't it?
Yeah, bollocks.
You'd have to probably
Well,
grind that away too.
Well, you're killing yourself if you pull the trigger on that gun now.
It explode.
But it's too well designed as well to be open worlds in these smaller areas. So I think it just has open bits.
Oh, what the fuck was that? It's a weird golem thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What's Gollum doing here?
Yeah, no, he's running because he thinks it's his brother that's being attacked. Oh god, that's fucking Gollum!
What did he think were going to happen though?
Brutal.
I don't think he really scared of it though, is he? That's why
No,
he didn't give a
no.
shit. He's like, oh,
Well, he's seen it all before,
yeah,
hasn't he,
I've dealt with thousands of these.
Oh, that's not a good sound though.
Sounds like lots of things.
You know how this is gonna end.
So don't fall off the edge.
Yeah,
The acting's pretty fucking good.
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you at?
I don't know why I've got him playing from many angles.
Oh, why
Well,
should
to
you do
prove
that?
that he's playing, isn't it?
Yeah, but it still might not be.
Yeah, I know exactly.
It's fucking stupid. Yeah, no, run. Let's go faster. Let's go faster.
This is where it got really tense for me.
He's just going to leave his brother.
I don't think it is his brother. I think it's just that he's
It
about
might
to
be
go to.
brother as in biker brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
might be.
yeah.
The little things like that, that's your last of us touch, isn't it?
They're not
Like,
just walkers, they're runners.
oh god, yeah, you'll see how much
Interaction.
runners they are.
That's your Sony touch.
Yeah,
That's
it
what makes people love the
It
Sony
brings
games
you in,
because
yeah.
they have these little touches in the game.
I don't know why you bother shooting these, there's so fucking
It's just,
many.
it's a waterfall.
This is what I mean by water, yeah, there's so many of them, they're just coming at you.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, wherever you go, they're going to find the quickest way to get to you.
Listen, they're going to get that up, there's enough of them.
There's enough of them just to smash through that. Which is looking like that's what
Well,
they'll do.
it's the kind of intro to the game, isn't it? So
It's certainly a set scene.
why? Keep on fucking running, mate.
But even if you got rid
I
of
like the
few-
sound of the weapon as well.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
sounds like something's firing.
Yeah.
There's metal flying.
Yeah, it does.
No limited ammo or anything?
Well, we don't know how
We
many
don't know.
clips he has.
And I'm pretty sure this is for effect. Because I don't think you'd do this in the game because there's so many.
Yeah, you just,
I mean, there's lots of clever stuff. Look, just watch this bridge.
Yeah.
oh.
Buckling with
Yeah,
the mask
way,
that's on
yeah.
it.
Nice little touches like that. But they're not all in the stream.
No.
You'll see in a minute.
Right,
Some
yeah.
are just randomly popping up. But you see some break off from the stream and go different ways.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty set. I don't know if it's like.
It might feel like that. Do you remember Last of Us? There's that scene where that
We've hunted the deer after
they
that.
hunted the deer. That scene
Yeah,
there. I
yeah.
think that's where we
That's
are.
the vibe I got.
Yeah. What there they are there? Oh, it felt Resident Evil 4, modern Resident Evil 4
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
It was a mixture between Last of Us and Resident Evil 4, and there's just a relentless torrent of people coming at you.
Yeah.
My heart was pounding like fucking this bit, and I was like, right, wow, because that trailer that you showed earlier on.
Heavy.
Yeah, it's tense, look. I mean, look at this.
How close they are.
Well, yeah, right. Oh,
They
shit.
even got a fucking orchestra down
It's been
there.
a long way
exactly.
through, yeah.
Got up.
They had it all the way
I
through.
thought it was just soundtrack in the game.
No, they've been playing all the way through all
Yeah.
these games.
Oh, that crescendo though.
Yeah. They're gonna just climbing over everybody,
Yeah.
falling off totally. And your bridge is collapsing under the stress of the weight in the round.
Oh, that's so genius though. The
Tense, isn't
orchestra,
it?
yeah.
Look
the
at all that.
music was part of the.
Where are you going to go?
Oh, they're pouring through and they're coming.
relentless.
And they're coming.
It's a fucking plague, isn't it?
Oh, it's
Point was
horrible.
shooting them. There's so many.
That's
Days gone, and the amount of people that have said online on other podcasts and things like that, it's like, oh, what a shit way to finish. Are you fucking joking?
that was nice.
No, that is
was
not
a-
a shit way to finish it.
That was brilliant, and I know a lot of people have zombie fatigue, but I think that was just a nice different take on it.
Oh.
Now, the game might be nothing like that.
that might just be one
It
level.
might just be a
in it,
nice little
yeah.
scene or whatever, but fuck me, that was a good
That was
a
cool.
good way
It
to
didn't
finish.
quite look like zombies. I can't remember what they are. World of Warcraft, they have these weird white kind of things that are kind of all decayed and live in the shadows. In Warlords of Draenor, and look like that.
Bombies?
So it's not quite. Yeah.
Bombies.
Bombies. Yeah,
Bombies.
just mutated kind of weird forms of things, kind of almost like a shell, but fucked up.
You knew they were wrong. You had it.
Yeah, whatever it is,
ingrained
how
on you.
pale they
You know,
were
I don't want
yeah.
this near me.
There's too many of
Yeah,
them.
kind
Run
of like
away.
a ghoul.
Yeah.
A ghoul, but
I mean,
not
that could be.
necessarily zombie.
It could have been bunny rabbits. I still would have run because there's too many and they're all
Yeah,
coming
it's
towards me
too
very
many.
fast.
Yeah, he said no.
Well, Napoleon had a
Complex.
bunny rabbit complex, and he really did. And then for his, I think his 30th birthday, he turned up to King Louis the 14th, I think it is. I'm not good with my history. His palace, and what they did was to in order to honour him, they were like, well, it's his birthday. So what they did is they had like hundreds and hundreds of bunny rabbits. So when his cart pulled up and he opened the door, they let all these bunny rabbits go. But he had a complex about bunny rabbits, so all these bunny rabbits came running over towards him. He fucking freaked the fuck out. But yeah, so that's quite funny. Mr. Trippy, how's it going, sir?
Mr. Tippy.
How's it going, man? I noticed on your YouTube channel that you now go professionally live streaming. How's that going for you, man? I hope it's going really, really good. I've watched quite a few of your videos. I haven't clicked like on a load of them. It's not because I don't like them, it's just because you know what it's like when people try and click like and stuff. But yeah, it's cool, man. It's good. I hope you're doing alright with your World War Z stuff. Not World War Z, Daisy, thank you very much. Daisy stuff, I've been watching quite a few of it, mate, so good to see you. Moving on to the surprise of the night.
Okay.
You see the name, yeah?
Oh, yeah, actually, this was
You see the name.
the biggest surprise ever. Because I did not know that was...
Well, it didn't.
They never announced
They
it.
never announced
They
it.
just put it
Yeah.
on. Because the thing with the PlayStation conference was, it was kind of like just playing YouTube. Because they didn't really talk so much.
Which is good. That's what you want.
That's why everybody loves it, because they just
Yeah.
went bang, 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 no bullshit in between. It's very little.
I think
Hang on. They're in space.
we'll check this shit out.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is going to be in VR as well.
Was this another one?
Oh yeah.
Let's keep this on a tight loop and get back out there, Reyes.
So I thought, what's this game? This is a new IP.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought, hang on a minute, is this EVE Online in space?
Captain on the bridge.
Yeah, I couldn't get my head around. I thought it was going to be one of them types, yeah.
Captain has a con.
Oh, they've probably gone right to the future, then, haven't they?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Station time, 1 minute. Roger
I
that.
think this is going to claw back a lot of those unlikes that they had that we were mentioning about earlier on.
Yeah, yeah.
Hotspots on radar.
Hey, lad.
Check.
Applauded course on your orders. What's our target, Reyes?
Stand
So
by
I knew
for
it weren't
objective.
Mass Effect, but then I'm thinking Mass Effect here because they're going to the planets. And I thought, is he going to scan them?
We've got a set-depth destroyer in lunar orbit. We'll coordinate a takedown with Tigris. Let's mount up, Lieutenant.
I'm sure you bum in my face.
Yeah, but it does the question mark. Goes your tail, it goes like that, and then boop, bum hole.
up on bay 3, Captain.
Thanks, Chief.
Black robots fucking kill me.
The feet seem too small. Should only just noticed. Like they'd fall over a lot.
Ethan's already in back, sir.
You said, Ethan?
Good to go, sir.
Solar wind should be steady. Good hunt, Captain.
Thanks, AT.
Let's go free on the catapult.
You spawn up, Fever?
Journal 1112. Tower advises time to move at 320 at 5.
Check, 1-1.
Good Nico. Moving up. Sir 1-1, you're locked for go.
Roger, we're lit.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
They're launching skelters! Shit, I got one on me!
And at this point, I'm like, what the fuck is this game?
Yeah, you know, that's what I would do. I'm like, this must be that.
Is that safe, isn't it?
Yeah, they're fighting over Earth and they're in the spaceship. And I was like, right, brilliant. Right, okay, so this must be like PlayStation 4 has got EVE Online. Right, that's
Something like that.
or
yeah.
something akin. What's that thing that's exclusive to Oculus Rift that whenever you buy Oculus Rift you
Operators
get?
inbound to board and disable
Can't
enemy
remember.
warship. Stand by.
Like a black.
Eyes on. Tigris with visual. Coast Guard Jack is down.
Moves out in 3, 2,
way.
Yeah,
Cool,
yeah.
that's it. I was like, yeah, what is this? Sounds like this.
Jetpacking fucking soldiers. Oh. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube have given this shit away. I mean, I should tell you to look away before it clicks on.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, what the fuck? Because that's what we were like. We were like, what the fuck is this?
Oh.
I don't watch this separate to me. I was just watching the full PlayStation conference and this shit were happening. I'm like,
Oh,
this is awesome. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah,
I don't like how
watch
he
this
stops whenever he, like, that's one thing that were irritating me a little bit. But so as soon as he moves, he stops.
Yeah.
He moves. But,
Rather than keep on moving.
yeah, yeah. It just,
Zone is clear.
See, I thought he was going to pull his mask off again.
yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's, yeah,
just,
that's something else.
grenade
Yeah.
instead.
Tigers, we are
Some of
exterior
the
of the
different
bridge,
deaths.
preparing to breach.
Ah. So it's warfare with the
Look at him holding off.
Yeah.
Force in, let's go! Snap
Right,
sergeant,
so
cover
they're
the
fighting
engine.
other humans.
Ethan, restore life support.
Aye, sir.
Should assume they're
So
fighting
open
aliens.
windows like
Yeah,
the
you
SEALs
would, yeah,
are.
but it's and then like I weren't thinking anything of it, and then all of a sudden it announces it's Call of Duty, and you're like, fucking hell, fire! And this game got the worst ever likes on YouTube. Talk about the shit fucking trailer. If you get slagged off because this looks top.
Yeah.
This looks like I want this. This looks like the Halo game I've always wanted.
Yeah, yeah. This is where Halo should be now.
Yeah.
With co-op, local.
Shield up!
Nice.
But they always have really good starts to, certainly seemingly good starts to Call of Duty games. They were always action packed,
Yeah,
and this will
right.
be one of them where they'd be on a sinking ship. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But eventually they got boring because you were like, yeah, this is the action bit at the start, whatever it may be. I might be in a plane.
Well, I mean,
But because this is in space,
when you don't know it's Call of Duty as well, you're like, fuck man, this game was awesome.
Yeah.
And that was the perfect thing about it. The fact that you don't know it's Call
They
of
did
Duty.
spend 10 minutes talking about it before it
And
came
you're
out.
like, you know what?
Or after.
I can't prejudge this game.
Yeah.
And was that the issue I had with you once? And I don't think it were. I think it was just look,
No, I've
he's
played enough
now
to know
seamlessly back into his ship
Yeah.
and he's off. So we've just had a, well, I was going to say a seamless fight through space towards that ship, but we didn't. I ended up editing it a few times, but
Yeah.
he did jump out of his ship seamlessly, went into this combat, had all that combat sequence.
Yeah, his ammo
and-
popped up.
and you're like, wow. And I was thought, fuck me. Alright.
Our blood has been spilled.
Yeah.
And now this is Modern Warfare, and I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, so
So you got that.
That
so
was
then you got to
surprising.
see the,
I have 2 internet connections,
Really, man.
one for streaming, data limit, and one which is crap. I think people were annoyed because the fans were led up to have a futuristic gameplay and they were releasing the space trailer and everybody just lost them. It was really good though, it was really, really good, dude. I also dislike Ration on the Warfare game, which was literally just a ratio.
So
Alright.
people just got aboard the hype train kind of thing,
Yeah.
carried on disliking.
But ultimately, I think when everything settles down and you play that game, it will feel like Call of Duty
Yeah, it will
again,
do. Yeah,
and you'll
most
go,
definitely.
oh, here I am again. Unless you're a fan of the online.
Do you want a drink
just-
or anything? You want
No,
soft
no, I'm
drink,
fine,
right?
thank
Oh,
you,
can
yeah.
get some hot, alright.
But-
Yeah, if you're a fan of the online, you'll probably like it anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you just want to play the single player like myself, then I reckon when it all settles down, you'll be like, I'm playing Call of Duty again. I wish I
Yeah.
never bought this.
Yeah.
Because I don't actually care. Because it's the same again, possibly.
Yeah.
But maybe they've done enough this time to change it up.
Yeah.
I doubt it though. And yeah, this was a nice little thing.
This looked quite interesting.
I can't be sure that any of this is gameplay, even though it's implied gameplay.
Yeah, very much implied gameplay. Yeah, so this was the next big super reveal. I were annoyed because it's not Tom. I would say Tom Hiddleston, but it's not Tom Hiddleston.
It sounds like
the young lad
Continue music. Sorry to
Probably
interrupt.
for the best.
Walking
Knowing
Dead.
everything hinges on a guy from Queens sounds as scary as it feels.
Anyway, carry on.
But I was listening to his voice, and I'm like, why is this not the current Spider-Man's voice? But this looks pretty cool. Going smash.
Yeah.
But again, like Adam said, how much of this
How are you
is
playing this game?
Gameplay.
It can't be gameplay. That probably is, but is it? Or a little shit than that? It will. They always do. But definitely a good intro trailer.
Beast trailer.
That's fun.
And if it is open and you can just swing anywhere, and they do it right,
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man 2.
and Spider-Man 2, then
So Spider-Man PS4, and I reckon this is part of the fact that Sony owns the right to Spider-Man. They have the right to another 2 more movies with Spider-Man, and because of how bad the Amazing Spider-Man did in the box office, this is why Marvel ended up with Spider-Man back in Civil War.
yeah. Well, yeah, you do
So
it.
I think this is part of the deal. I think this is part of the right. Well, we still own the rights to Spider-Man. So do we have the rights to do this? So I wouldn't be surprised if instead of movies that you get from Sony, you're going to get more Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
And that
Good
might be
ones, hopefully.
exciting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Hopefully.
we'll never know. So
We will when it comes out.
that was Insomniac doing the Spider-Man game. They did hammer on about PlayStation VR, which was
Which looks
good.
very nice.
Yeah.
You've got a Star Wars X-Wing mission.
That looked pretty
Battlefront.
fucking cool. I mean,
A
PlayStation,
Batman one.
PlayStation VR, if you got a PlayStation 4, they did say during that conference that PlayStation 4 is natively powerful enough to run VR.
Yeah.
So you do not need to buy Neo, which
It's
is
like what
they've
you were
been
saying the other
implying.
week. Yeah.
that you need to have Neo. You don't need that now. So it is sold for VR, which is a showmegames.co.uk exclusive terminology for that, which other people have decided to
Along
use.
with RPG golf and
Yeah.
many other things.
So yeah, I think if you have a PlayStation 4,
the VR is out in October 13th. I think it's something similar in this country as well.
right?
I think they announced that later, or at least in Europe. I can't remember what the price is. 50 launch titles.
That's fucking good going. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
a lot of them are going to be shite.
I don't think they're all going to come out on day one. The way they worded it, I'm sure, was from the release to the end of the year.
Yeah.
But still, that's from October to December. That's
still good going.
Yeah.
So they had all that kind of thing.
And 4 Point was some kind of
4
shooty
Point
one.
started off really interesting with a trailer,
Yeah.
and then just descended into.
Well, I
oh,
pictured
boy.
myself. It was game right. I pictured myself playing it, and I thought, this is not going to work.
And then as the trailer went further and further and further, I thought, I'm bored.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Crash Bandicoot, for me, means absolutely
It means
nothing.
nothing.
How does it feel to you?
I played the first one.
Did you like it?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
but
So
we've got games that are like it now. We've got like fucking what's it called, Temple
Better.
Run and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
it was cool. It was one of the few times where they talked, and he walked back on, and they had a shadow of Crash Bandicoot as he was walking on. It was his shadow.
That's
It was
cool.
really clever, and even the footprints. I think they had some footprints on stage somehow that were Crash Bandicoots, but it was him walking on stage.
I
It
like
was
that.
pretty sweet, and I
Yeah.
think everybody was expecting that it was going to be a new game, because
Yeah.
I think there's a bit of a hint in Uncharted 4, a bit of a nod to Crash Bandicoot, so everybody was the shit. So when he came on, I'm pretty sure that everyone would have thought there's going to be a new game, so everybody went mental. Plus, you got a few hype people in there.
But they say that it's going to appear in the new Skylanders.
So then they ruined it by saying he's going to be in the new Skylanders, which is fucking irrelevant because nobody gives a fuck.
They should do what Disney did with Infinity and just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good while it lasted, guys.
They've also announced that they're going to remaster
1, 2, and Warped.
1, 2, and Warped.
Like you say though, them games are basically Temple Run nowadays.
Yeah.
And if you have Gear VR and you play Temple Run, in Gear VR. You're playing first person Crash Bandicoot.
I never played them, so I don't know.
They're not something that I've ever enjoyed. Even at the time, they never stuck
I
with
was
me.
the right age to enjoy it.
Well, I said they never resonated with me in any kind of level because they're like, well, they're not enough of a platform game to warrant being called a Mario.
Well, I don't know if
they're not enough of a racing game to be considered a racing
so like 5
game.
years, 5 years is quite a big difference.
It is a big difference,
between people at that age.
Well,
where
yeah, of course
to me,
it is,
like, God knows how old.
Yeah,
I've been,
you
but
were
that was
special
the right
at the time. I'm joking. I'm joking. He's special now. Sorry.
Who's this?
Oh.
We got somebody.
So yeah, we got
yellow.
Well, we have Mr. R. Trippy saying that he was gutted that there was no Star Wars RPGs coming out. I was actually typing a response to you, but like Twitch wants me to sign in. They're probably doing another KOTOR type style game. You got to think that BioWare are going to be split into a bit to go and sort out the Star Wars stuff. And we've got Santo. Hola, buenas tardes.
Hola.
Hola.
Quick photo. We won't do a dance because we can't hear the music.
Hola. And then ultimately, Lego Star Wars 7.
No, just a quick finish on Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So I don't know if people are content with that.
A lot of people on the group are.
Where they were expecting a new one. I don't know the vibe of what's going on there. But I do believe that if these sell well, I think that's the tester, then you're going to get your Crash Bandicoot. So if you want a new one, then you need to
buy all that shit.
Let Sleeping Dogs lie, in my opinion. It was good when it was good.
Yes, exactly. That's my opinion.
I don't like this whole reinventing things.
And I think,
constantly.
what are you going to do? Like as you were saying, we've got Temple Run, right? So the testament that the fact we've got a fucking endless runner now, and it is now a genre of game is endless runner, which is a Crash Bandicoot game, but just goes on and on and on and on. Like, what are you going to add? Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't the storyline that people played.
Well, I think Naughty Dog did the first two as well, and then somebody else did the third one. I'm not sure anybody was asked about the Warped or whatever it was called. But Naughty Dog certainly
I know what Chico's is.
You know what Chicos is? Holo Esperantino de Chicos y hasta intestino collectant.
Yes.
So what we'll do is we'll highlight all this.
Google Translate.
And we'll Google Translate.
What am I meant to for?
He's probably saying I speak no English. Maybe.
Google Translate!
Come on, Google.
You need Google Translate. Just search Translate and you get the Google Translate.
Where is it?
Right, delete that, copy it.
Yeah. I've got it copied.
Translate. Yeah. And just press enter and it'll come up with Google's own Translate. Copy and paste it into there.
We're on it, people.
Oh, I hope you guys are good.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Oh, that's Italian.
Is it?
Gracias.
That's
Alright.
yeah. No, gracias is thank you.
Alright, okay. Alright.
Well, that's universal. Cool. I assume you speak English. So.
Entiendo. I don't really. I can kind of sound like.
If it was Italian, I'd be able to decipher. Even almost, I do not understand. Oh, perché? Perché? Perché, signora, pardon? I made words up then, but it sounded top though. If I didn't say anything, you'd be like, oh, this guy knows a little bit of Spanish. I don't know anything Spanish.
Milano, Ariane.
Yeah.
Milano.
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 And then Aaron.
El Padre.
Adam.
Sí, mucho mandendo.
You're embarrassing. What's your embarrassing in Spanish?
Oh, right, where were we?
Yeah, so let's get back on to what we do. It's Lego Star Wars 7.
It's funny.
It's funny. I think
it's probably going to be Legos.
As most Lego games are.
It's probably going to be Lego game. No innovation, I don't imagine, but funny.
Yeah.
I mean, what I saw, I did have a bit of a chuckle, I'll be honest.
If you like the Lego games, you'll like Lego
but I want to play the games, but I've played enough with
you
Lego.
You have to put Spanish, you've got to put English to Spanish now.
Right, okay.
Hola, yo soy Sebastian. Hola, Sebastian.
Hola.
Yeah,
Hola.
that's Spanish, so.
Gracias.
Gracias por.
Joining us,
Sebastian. Gracias por estar con nosotros, Sebastian.
Can they see that on screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Right.
see it.
Yeah, you can see everything I'm writing.
You can even play the sound.
Oh yeah, play this.
Alright, 1 second. Everybody be quiet.
We just fuck around and show me games. It's good.
Gracias por estar con nosotros,
Said you were saying it.
Sebastián.
Alright, we'll be quiet again. My cat's joining in now.
Tell you saying it.
Gracias por estar con nosotros, Sebastián.
She sounds a little slow.
That's how I am for you. I jokes. So, there you go. My name isn't on the stream, but from the
It'll
donation.
probably be on the next one.
Yeah, it definitely, certainly be on the next one, mate.
Yeah, don't worry. It should come on.
So that's basically what I'm going to do now. Is I'm going to find something really interesting to watch.